morning, gifted crafters. It's crafting time.
Worries on my mind, it's been a tough week. My life feels a void. There's something that I need. My supplies on the table, I grab a comfy seat. I need to craft to put my mind at ease. Crafting changed my life, it mends my soul. In my happy space, I'm in full control. It's crafting time, craft my troubles away. Give me a world of color to brighten up my day. Crafting videos on, searching what I can do. Sipping on my drink, feeling inspired and new. Crafting's good for the soul, it's so true. Bringing beauty into the world through. As I craft, my spirits start to climb. It's not just a pastime, it's a state of mind.
Live from the Sunshine State in Miami, Florida, here is the Gifted Crafters Morning Show with Nancy.
Good time. Ooh, time to get our craft on. Ooh, time to have fun. Ooh, time to feel good.
Good morning, Gifted Crafters, and welcome back to the Gifted Crafters Morning Show. Good morning out there. We have people that tune in from all over the place, and if you're tuning in for the first time, my name is Nancy with GiftsHQ, and this is a channel where we talk about all kinds of things crafting, from sewing, quilting, decoupage, knitting, crocheting, and so much more. There's so much to cover out there, and we like to kind of just dabble in a little bit of everything, do some demos, maybe do, share a couple quick tips and tricks and things like that. And we just like to kind of relax and have a good time. So if that's something that you like to do, you're definitely in the right place. Go ahead and pop yourself into the chat and say hello. Let us know if you're here for the first time and where you're from, because we love welcoming newcomers here, and we just have a great time. All right, so let's see who we have out there. All right, I see Debbie Maddox. Good morning. We've got Barb from Central Illinois. We've got Jenny Owens. Good morning to you. And let's see, we've got Marge from Wisconsin, and it is 40 degrees. Oh boy, but it's not, and even supposed to hit 40 all weekend. Oh boy. Wow. Well, stay warm. We've got Jackie Hallman. Good morning to you. And let's see, we've got Faker McFake. Good morning to you again. She's from Louisiana, and is 70 degrees over there. Well, it's in about the 80s, and we're expecting a little bit of a cool front, which is kind of nice for us here. So let's see, we've got Cindy Ball. Good morning from Michigan. And Cindy has a quilt that she put up on our Facebook group. So cute. Love the colors on it. So she did a fantastic job, and she's working on the binding is what she was saying this morning. All right, we've got Kathy from Chile, Pennsylvania. Oh boy. And let's see, we've got Robin's Quilt Basket. Good morning to you. We've got Sue Galvin from Northern Illinois. Nice. Snow predicted for them. Oh boy, over the weekend. Oh boy. Well, it's kind of going to be fun to kind of see for the first time of the season, and then after that kind of doesn't feel so fun anymore, I think, for some people, but I think it's beautiful. So enjoy that. Awesome. Okay, let's see. We've got JBL, good morning as well from Alabama. Oh, good morning, Lisa Lilly from Richmond, Illinois. Good morning to you. Let's see, we've got Nancy from Boston. Good morning. I'm sure it's pretty chilly over there as well. Let's see, Georgette, good morning to you. We've got Melissa from East Texas. Good morning. All righty, let's see, the chat's kind of going by. Let's see if I got anyone else. Heather Kaufman, good morning. Yay, happy Friday, guys. Yay, it's Friday. We love Friday, right? Bettina, we've got from Tennessee. Good morning. Let's see. Becky is from North Central Texas. We've got our friends from Canada. Yay. They're used to the code, I am sure. Absolutely love it. You know, I visited Canada when I was little. I lived in New York, so I remember they didn't have middle school back then. It was really just, you know, elementary. You know, it wasn't, and it went all the way up to 8th grade, and then you went to high school. So down here in Florida, you have a middle school. We didn't have that back then. But I remember we were part of the choir team, and we were able to have a trip. We sang in Canada, and it was a lot of fun. It was really, went to Montreal, and that was pretty cool to be able to go there and see that. So that was amazing. That's a trip I'll never forget. And that was back, I guess, in the middle school type age, right? All right, let's see. We've got Melinda. Happy Friday. Yes, definitely. We've got Flo from Cary, North Carolina. Good morning to you. Marge, good morning to you as well. All righty. Yeah, and we have Mr. H in the other room. Yes, we do. He's still in the other room. I'm still looking at the empty chair over there, but he is getting better and better. He's able to kind of walk a little bit. Still, it has a little bit of pain, so he's trying not to push it because he wants it to kind of go away completely. He doesn't want to relapse. So we're taking it really slow just to make sure that he's going to be okay. Awesome. Oh, and Flo says that it's in the low 40s in her neighborhood. Oh boy. Yeah, definitely, you know, the weather, it's crazy how it's just like cold up there and hot down here, and we're just all over the place, right? But we are expecting that cold front, so I'm excited about that, and that's going to be pretty cool to see. Alrighty, so let's get going, right? Because we've got a lot to cover today. I've got a few things to show you today, and we've got our little finished project that I want to show you as well, but not so quite finished because I want to add just a little bit of something to the project. So we're going to kind of expand a little bit on what you can do with that. But I really want everyone to have a wonderful weekend. I think everyone's kind of excited about the cool weather coming around. So hope you guys have a great weekend on that. All right, so let's go ahead and grab our cups. We're going to go ahead and do our little toast in the morning. And if you haven't seen this before, I like to start off each of my sessions with a little toast. So grab yourself a cup of whatever it is that you have in the morning: coffee, tea, soda, water, juice, cranberry juice. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's anything that you want to have, right? Just go ahead and get yourself a cup of whatever and go ahead and raise that glass. And if you don't have one, no worries. We're going to pour you a cup. So we're going to go ahead and get you something nice and warm, right? Let's get you something nice and toasty just in case, you know, it's a little cool out there and you just kind of don't want to get out of that bed. So we're going to pour you a cup of something good to go. Then go ahead and raise that glass, and cheers to everyone. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend, and do something exciting this weekend. Do something for you, okay? So go ahead and raise those glasses. Yes, cheers, Barbara. Yes, Ice Queen, good morning to you, and cheers to everyone. Yes, getting ready with your coffee. Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and grab my swivel here. Okay, so since we're in Miami, you guys get to have your nice hot coffee. I gotta have my nice cool water in the morning. So I've got my water and my ice in here. So I'm gonna grab one more here. Okay, I think we're ready to go now. Wakes me up before I can grab, and I'll grab my coffee. That just will be a little bit later. Is he really in the other room or the doghouse? Well, he hasn't been in the doghouse lately. But he is really in the other room. I am in this craft room, and then the next room over is actually Herman's room, and then the next room after that is our bedroom, and that's where he's at with the laptop. So yeah. But hopefully we're gonna get him back. I'm hoping that maybe Monday we can do something. I'm not sure. He's been able to get out of the bed and walk a little bit, but he still has the pain. So it's kind of touch and go, because we don't want to rush it and then it's gonna, you know, get worse. So we're taking it really slow, because it is quite painful. The bottom of his foot hurts, and that pain just kind of shoots all the way up. So it kind of is painful. Yes. Yeah. Mr. H music makes me want to dance around the room. Oh, Flo, we dance all the time in this room. Me and Miss Molly, you know, she's my dance partner here. We do a lot of that today. So, alrighty, guys. So we've got ahead and we've gotten our drinks. Let's go get some snacks, because I know I'm a little bit hungry today. It's Friday, right? I think we can treat ourselves to something good. So let's go ahead and grab that food truck. There she goes. She's gonna go ahead and go down the road, and we see a whole bunch of snacks on there. Okay, of course we've got our muffins, our cookies, our donuts, our coffee. We've got soda, croissants. I think there's bacon and eggs. Don't know if there's any birthday cake left. I think we're all out of that today, but we've got some kale and carrots in there for some healthy folks. And of course, yes, there is bacon. It's Friday. Why not, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Oh, there's Boricua Soya Kraus. That's my sister. You're the best brother-in-law. Aw. Okay, so I'm sure he's gonna like that one. Okay, so what we're gonna do today, we're gonna kind of reveal the final Giving Tree that we've been working on, and this is out of the book that we've been working on, and I've got a couple things here, so let me readjust some stuff. We have been working with the QCR Mini Ruler. This is a ruler that you can get that will allow you to make the curves. You can get it on Amazon. The link is below. We are working off of a pattern that is from the Mini Wonderful Curves book here, and this book has a Giving Tree pattern, and let me see if I can flip over to that page. That's what it looks like on the book here, and you can see that it also gives you the quilting on that it's done on here. It's not just the pattern. And in the back of the book, they really have a nice little quilting suggestion, and they give you the names if you're interested in it coming out exactly like the book. So the Giving Tree, which is the pattern that we're working on, this is the quilting design that they're using here. And so makes it pretty cool to be able to see the quilting design, because a lot of books really don't focus on the quilting design that they use on the quilt. And so it has some really nice quilting suggestions. Of course, there's a whole bunch of designs, and all of them are using the ruler, which is really nice. So you have a lot of options, and they're for all different seasons, which is really great. Okay, so we've done that and we've completed that one, and then we're going to be working on the Post Santa, which is also going to have a bunch of curves as well. This one is a little bit more of a level up type of quilt. It's a small wall hanging, and the finishing size on this is 28 by 38, so not horribly huge. Nice little wall hanging that you can put right beside the tree as well, right? So we're going to be working on that, but I'm not going to be doing it step by step like I did the first one, because we've already gotten a handle on how to work the ruler and how to do the cutting. So I'm just going to be browsing through the pattern, mostly working offline a little bit here and there. And then where I feel like there's things that we haven't covered, I'm going to come back and just kind of teach you guys those techniques and show you guys what I've done for that. And I'll continually show you the progress on this as well, because I will like to do a little bit of embroidery work next week. There's a couple things that I want to do Christmas related, so those are going to be fun. I'm kind of still working the final details on that, so more to come on that one. But we've got some other stuff that we're going to be talking about next week as well, so just tune in for that one. Okay, so I think we're ready now. Oh boy, Faker McFake, you've got your blueberry bagel. Awesome. That's awesome. I'm glad you got that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and open this up because I want to show you what the tree looks like. I've got it all sewn together, including the star. And see if I can open it up the right way. Here's the star, okay? And so I'm going to just open it up this way here, and here we go. Let's do a view over here if you guys can see that. That is the tree, and she came out great. Okay, and if you want to see the overhead view, we can kind of, there is that star that I struggled with a little bit here, but I ended up just recutting it again, and that time it came out perfect that time. I was happy with the way it came out. And then you'll see the top of the tree. And so remember, we started when we were piecing this together, after we had all our cuts and everything, we started it from the bottom up, and the whole point of starting it from the bottom up was so that our ends right here, see those little points coming down here, I didn't want those to be cut off. And so I think I was very happy with doing it that way, because if you start from the top, bottom, and you're off just a little bit, you're going to start cutting off these bottom layers right here. And you don't want that to happen. So that I thought it was great to be able to start from the bottom and go all the way up. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Lisa says, beautiful. Barb says, looks great. Awesome. Cindy says, Nancy, the star looks great. The whole top looks great. Awesome. Thank you, guys. So, you know, it's not perfect. It really is not perfect. There are some imperfections here and there, but, you know, it's my first time using the ruler, so I was kind of learning as I go. And so, you know, it was a lot of fun putting this together, and it came together actually pretty quickly. This is one of these projects that you can just knock it out in a day if you wanted to. Once you have all of the cuts, and well, once you've done all the cuts with the curve and you've sewn them together, and then you trim them off. But once they're trimmed off, that's it. It's just off to the races, and it's just piecing it all together, and it's all good. Oh, Francis says, beautiful job, Nancy and Miss Molly. Yay! Yeah, definitely, you know, she was working, boy. She was working. And so I'll take a real picture of her and put her on Facebook. I'll try to take a nice one kind of coming down so you can see the whole thing. But what I want to talk about is a lot of this open space, right? So let's take a look down here on the bottom. So down here on the bottom, we've got all this open space here. Yes, the tree is together. Crafting on a Dime with Shay Shay, definitely. So you see here, you've got all this open space, and this is open to do whatever you want with it, right? So you can add, like we were saying before, we had some suggestions on little gifts, little things, and you can actually embellish and add little ornaments or whatever you want onto the tree. But I also wanted to look at this top piece here. We've got these huge blocks that we put together to support the star here on the top. And this is just a lot of empty space here. And just all this empty space, you know, I think really needs just a little something, although the tree itself is gorgeous. And I'm really afraid of taking away from it, and I don't want to do that. So I don't want to do anything that's too overpowering, but what I would like to do is just put a little message right here on this empty space, you know, maybe something like happy holidays, or, you know, something, some kind of quote or something that I think is going to work here. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to embroider just a little bit of a message here, something off to the side, just to kind of make it really nice to and personalized. And I think that'll just add a little bit of something to it. Now, you can also add like little ribbons and little things within the tree to make it look like, you know, it's, you know, got some ornaments on it. So you don't want to take away from the points so much, but you can kind of do it here and there scattered throughout the tree. So it's definitely something that you can do. Yeah, there is beauty in simplicity. That is true, Georgette. You want to keep it really simple. You don't want to overpower it with tons of embellishments, right? You definitely don't want to do that. But I would like to have just a simple little message, maybe just happy holidays or something off to the corner, just to personalize it just a bit. And then I'll be kind of looking to go ahead and put some batting and backing on here. Now, this fabric that I have as the background is super, super light. And I'm not sure if you guys can see it on camera. Let me see if you can. I don't, well, barely. You can barely see it on the camera, where the fabric is just so light that you can kind of see a little bit through it. And I'm not too crazy about that. So I may just add something, but I am going to have batting behind it. So I'm going to see what I do when I either quilt it or add my embroidery. I know if I add the embroidery here, I'm just going to do a simple happy holidays. In fact, I got my 2 hoops here. Now I've got 2 hoops. I've got a repositional hoop. This is about 5 by 12 hoop, where I can kind of manipulate the text or design to be larger. And for those of you that have a small embroidery machine like this is my Brother SC1900, the biggest hoop size that she has is the 5 by 7 hoop. Okay. Oh, Cindy says embroidery, oh Christmas tree, and repeat it on the other side, oh Christmas tree. On the bottom, you can finish the lyric. Oh, that's a good idea too. Yeah, that's a great idea. Definitely could do that. Oh, hot fix crystals here and there. Oh, Georgette, that'll add a little bling to it. Yeah, now we've got our juices flowing. Yeah, coffee must be kicking in, huh? Awesome. So I wanted to kind of see here. I've got, you know, again, the Brother SC1900, biggest hoop size is the 5 by 7 hoop. So this is what I can do. This is kind of my embroidery area that I can do, which kind of works out perfectly for this upper area here, right? If I wanted to put something here, I definitely have the space to do so on here. And so I'd have to kind of use a template and see exactly where I want to position the design or the text. Just have that here in this area, and then I can go ahead and hoop it. And you're going to want to do that before you do any quilting, add the batting and all that stuff. So definitely will need some support on this, right? So we've got the fabric here on top, and I'll have to decide what type of stabilizer I'm going to be using here. So whether I use some cutaway or tearaway. This is a pretty light fabric, so I know it's going to need a lot of support, but it is also a fabric that is kind of semi-sheer somewhat, right? I guess you guys don't really see it here. I can barely see my hand coming through here. So it is a little bit sheer. So that has me a little bit concerned on that. So I'll have to think about the stabilizer and making sure that I use something that will work. Now this is tearaway stabilizer. Now I could double up on the stabilizer and use 2 pieces of tearaway behind it. That most likely is probably what I'm going to do, because if I use cutaway, I can cut around it, but it's going to kind of show. And I don't want that to show, although, and oh, here we go. This is a good shot. So you can see here, you can see my mat right here. All right, you can see this white and gray spot, and when I put the fabric down, you can see that. See how you can see that through, but you can't see it on the green. All right, but you can see the white. So the white is quite sheer, and so it is a very light fabric, and I need to stabilize this, because if I don't stabilize it with the proper, if I don't stabilize the fabric with the proper stabilizer, and then I embroider on it, and if I do text with, like, let's say a satin stitch, I'm going to end up with some puckers going on here and there. And I don't want that to happen. So I do have to be careful with that. Okay, let's see. We've got, where I thought I saw a comment on here, but where did it go? I don't know where it went. Okay, so I think the chat just moved, so I didn't get to see it. Okay, so so definitely, you know, if you have any ideas on what I can use, type it into the chat, let me know, and I can just kind of see what we can do with this. But definitely, you know, you can go ahead and put the hoop anywhere you want, kind of position as to where you would like it. Use your templates that come with the hoop, and you can go ahead and, you know, kind of put that here and then decide and position where you want your design to be. Now, I am positioning my hoop to be horizontal versus vertical. You can do it vertically like this as well. We have plenty of space to do that. So definitely you could do that as well. But I think if it's text that I'm looking at, I'm gonna probably want it to kind of be horizontal like this, so I have more area to be able to kind of put it together here. So let's see. Oh, I can send it to my sister and to embroider it, and that would be then the quilt would be a gift from the two daughters to your mom. Oh, that would be nice too. Yeah, Cindy, that'd be a great idea too. We'll have to see if she's got the time to fit me in. She's got all her Etsy orders coming in for Christmas, so I'll have to see if I can get her to do that. But yeah, that would be a nice one to do as well, and just kind of have one. I was planning on doing a second one for my mom, so she was going to have one of her own as well. So this one's kind of like my practice one. So you know, my mom would probably pick out all of my little mistakes here and there. She's really good at finding them, so I'll have to be careful with that one. Glenda says, great job, Nancy. Watch you and Mr. H every day. Hope he feels better soon. Been there, done that. Not easy. Yeah, it's not. It's not. Yeah, well, thank you. Thank you for the well wishes, guys. I really appreciate all of that, and I'm sure Mr. H does too as well. But that's what I'm thinking of doing. Now, I did take out my repositional hoop, and this one's a 5x12. So it allows you to kind of manipulate the design, especially the text. And if you want a bigger embroidery area, this is what you would use to expand that. And you can do that in Embrilliance very easily. And that's what the embroidery area would then look like from your small machine. But as you can see here, that is just way too big to fit here, unless I wanted to do a design that maybe would go vertical and come all the way down here. I could do that as well. Maybe like a little song, right? Like something, the lyrics of a song or something, a little poem. You can go this way as well. So it's really going to depend on the actual text that I'm going to be putting here. Do a decorative stitch. Yes, you can do that. You can have your fonts here, and you can do some kind of a decorative stitch as well, right? Other idea here is on the star itself. So the star is like the big wow, right? It's the wow factor of the tree is the big star, right? That's the one thing people kind of look forward to. You can actually add some extra decorative work right around the star, and that would kind of enhance that so that the eyes go straight to the star, right? You could do that as well. If you're confident enough with your sewing machine, they've got all kinds of decorative stitches that you can use now. So there's tons of things you can do here and just kind of move that all along the way here. So that's something as well that you can do. Other thing that you can do if you have a scan and cut. I don't have, if I had a tracing paper or some kind of paper that you can see through, obviously this one was not, but I could take my paper and let me see if I've got, do I have a one that is see-through? No, they all have lines on them. Okay, so if you grab a piece of paper and you kind of put it on top of the star, and obviously you would need a bigger one to cover all the points, then go ahead and trace that outline of the star where the yellow and white fabrics meet, right? So go ahead and trace it onto your paper. So you have a tracing of your star onto the paper, then take that paper and bring it over to your scan and cut and scan that in. Okay, so you're then going to take that paper trace that you made of your star, put it in your scan and cut, and then you can have within scan and cut, you can have the design, right? You can turn it into an embroidery file, right? You can bring that into Embrilliance, play with all kind of decorative stitches or whatever it is that you want to add. Maybe you want to do a satin stitch instead of just having the curves. If your curves maybe didn't come out so perfect, go ahead and do that and just kind of cover it up with some kind of a design here. Or if you want to just put something in the middle or maybe add little stars or things, you can do all of that in Embrilliance by scanning it, the papers, you tracing it out and scanning that on your scan and cut and then bringing it into Embrilliance and kind of making things. Yeah, Faker McFake says you can make ornament applique with your family members' names. Absolutely. You can add all of that to the tree as well. And, you know, guys, you've got ideas. Just keep them coming. They're awesome, you know. You can definitely do so many things. You can also just put family names off to the side, you know. Maybe if you got a small family and you just want to have their names on here, you could do that as well and call it a family tree. Yeah, why not? They call this the Giving Tree in the book, but it could be any kind of tree that you want, right? It's your tree. You can make it what you want. So there's tons of things that you can do. And with this, between the scan and cut is going to allow you to get that traced exact figure that you have, however yours came out, and then put it into Embrilliance, and then you can just design and do anything you want with it. Yeah, rhinestones would be beautiful. Absolutely. You picture rhinestones all around here or just one in the middle. I mean, it would really enhance. So think about all the embellishments that you can put. Now, you don't want to overpower this with tons of stuff. You want to keep it very simple so it's very pleasing to the eye. You don't want something that's way too busy that is going to just shine your eyes away, right? But definitely you want to keep that with simplicity and just keep to a little theme. Decide on what you want to do and then just go ahead and do that. Yeah, everyone has great ideas, right, Robin? That's awesome. And it's just a platform where you can all be heard, right? You definitely want to bring out your ideas and see what you can do here. This is great. And so, you know, these are all little options that you can do here. And like I said, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to embroider. Not sure if I'm going to use the repositional hoop or if I'm going to stick with just the 5x7 and do it maybe off to the side here. But these are definitely things that you can do. I just have to decide on what I want to do. I want to keep it very simple, maybe happy holidays, maybe something very simple here. Can you show the front of the book again? Sure, absolutely. Let's see here. It's called Mini Wonderful Curves. And let's see, can we get that here? There we go. And it's 16 seasonal quilt projects that you can do with the ruler. And this is just one book of many. There's a bunch of other patterns and things that you can use with this particular ruler. So don't think you're just limited to this one book or like this one pattern. There are many patterns out there that use this book. So Mr. H is also pinned it He's telling me as a shoppable link, and the links are also in the description. So go ahead. If you can use the link, we'd appreciate it, because you know, that helps us out on the channel. But definitely, you know, this is a great buy. I really like all the other seasons that they have. I mean, they have this one for fall that I thought was really pretty. But we had already decided on a fall project, so, you know, we're okay with that. But they have things like for Halloween. I thought that would be a really cool one to do as well. And all kinds of ones. They had one for the 4th of July that I thought was pretty neat. Let me see if I can find that one real quick. Let's see, did I pass? So this is all autumn and winter. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. I thought this one was pretty neat for the flag. I thought that was pretty cool little hanging that you can do. And they've got different options, right? But I really like this one better. And here's the finished one, I guess, right here. I thought that was pretty neat, a different, unique look for a flag. I thought that's pretty cool. So really, really nice. They've got some very pretty designs that you can do, and they're really nice for the summer and for the spring. You've got those flowers. I mean, really amazing. They've got some really neat and interesting things that you can kind of do here. So this is just, you know, can be for any season. It's labeled for spring, but it can be for anything. What was the Valentine's Day one? Let's see. Where's Valentine's Day? It was some kind of a heart. Oh, here we go. It's called Heartbeat. Let's see if you can see that one. So we've got some hearts on there. Pretty cool. Yeah, so really neat. I really like this spring one with the birds on it. I think that's really cool. You know, and you can just, you know, use this as a basis and then add on to this, but there's tons of things that you can do on here. And then you also have patterns that are out there that you can pick up as well, like the Santa. So tons of options for the ruler. That's why I thought the ruler would be a good buy, because I've got a lot of options to do things with it. You know, I don't want to purchase a ruler for just one project. I want to be able to have options to do multiple things with it. Although that can come with time as well. So I just wanted to make sure that the investment would be worth it, right? Okay. And these are not too costly either, so I am on a budget, so I like to kind of keep it that way. Okay, so these are the hoops, again, that I'm thinking of doing, and on here, we'll see what I end up doing with this. Okay, the other thing that I want to bring up, and let me see if I can kind of fold these over a little bit, because I'll be working on this embroidery, and once I have that, well, I'll show it to you guys on Monday, whatever I decide to do in terms of the embroidery. I'll show you guys on Monday how it turns out. And then I do have to pick out some backing fabric for this. I don't have my backing fabric picked out just yet, although I do have a lot of greens and reds, like Christmassy colors in my stash. So I'm trying to just use what I have in my stash and not go out and purchase some more. You love how I teach. Oh, Scrapping Like a Lady, thank you so much. Thank you. Well, I'm glad that you guys enjoy it as well. It's really, really exciting to see you guys coming here and just having a good time with us here. Okay, so I've got a pretty big box here on the side because I want to show you what I did get, but I can't show you the contents just yet. But if you guys follow Missouri Star, this is something that I do every year, and it's a kind of a big box. So let me try to get it up here because it is a little bit heavy here. I've got, oh, yes, it is a pretty big box. Now, I do this every year, and I do this on my, what was my Saturday crafternoons, okay? So I stopped doing Saturday crafternoons so that I can do the morning sessions with you guys, and I can focus on getting things done around the house, especially work on our craft room. But I'm going to be doing this with the members on Saturdays. It's the Missouri Star Christmas box. I've done this for several years where we just kind of every Saturday, I will open up the whole week's worth of items. And if you're not familiar with this, this is a box that Missouri Star sells every year with a whole bunch of gifts that you get to open every day. You open one gift, and there's a little video that Missouri Star puts out, and you get to kind of work on all kinds of different projects within that month. And we like to do it together. It's really a lot of fun. There's all kinds of, you know, fun things in here, and sometimes it's a little odd because you're not sure what you're going to open every day. So it's really fun to open them up and then see what they are. Now, no peeking on here. The only thing I can tell you is that there are 25 gifts in here. So it's 25, one for every single day that you open up daily. And I open it up at the end of the week. So they will start opening on December the 1st. And then every day, people will start posting what they've gotten and things like that. But I will wait until Saturday to open up the entire week's worth of little gifts. And we like to kind of look at, see what we got, play around with them, maybe do some projects from them. So, you know, I know there's a few members of like Donna and Judy, if you guys are watching, we will be unboxing this very soon. I know there's some people that are not able to join us on the live during the morning. So I wanted to kind of give them an opportunity as well. And we do this every year. So it's a lot of fun. It's just opening it up. And I mean, it's really great stuff in here. You've got things that range from like fabrics to all kinds of notions and gadgets and things like that. And we have a great time. I love opening it. I know I do not like jumping the gun. There are some people that will go ahead and open up the box earlier than what they're supposed to and start posting. I don't like to do that. So I will wait until that week is over, and then I will open up the whole week's worth of gifts, and we do it together. And so everyone likes to kind of open it all together with me, and we kind of just laugh and have a good time and see what we've gotten for the week. And because we're opening a whole week's worth of stuff, we get to kind of play around and do maybe little projects and things like that together. So I'm excited. I have no idea what is inside and what they've picked out for this year, but it's something that I do like to do every year, and it's just a lot of fun. It is kind of pricey, the box, but it's kind of like my gift to myself every year that I do, and I never get disappointed. I think, you know, every year they knock it out of the park, and we get some really, really exciting notions, fabrics, and projects that you can work on. And they kind of range from different things. A lot of it is quilting, but they've kind of expanded their business into some needlepoint and other things. So, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't, you know, if we see some of that this year, but we'll see. Not sure what their idea was this year. So every year they have some kind of a theme. So it's going to be a lot of fun just seeing and opening all these items up. So this is the box. All I can show you is like the top of the box here. And you can see here the top, if we could do the overhead so you could see that. This is just the Jenny's Countdown to Christmas 2025. And this is the box, kind of a box within a box. And a whole bunch of goodies are in there. So that's going to be a lot of fun to open up. And so it'll be great just doing that with you guys. Again, I'm going to be doing that on Saturdays. Yeah. Open the big box and show the individual bags. Yeah. What they have, I mean, I'm not going to open it because I'm going to wait until the beginning of the month. So that first Saturday, whatever the first Saturday is in December, that's what we're going to do. When will I open up the box? It'll be that first Saturday. Let's see, what's the first Saturday in December? Let me just check here. Oh, he's got it for me. On the 6th. So December the 6th will be our first Saturday crafternoon. I usually go on for Saturday crafternoons. It was at noon Eastern Standard Time. And so we will go ahead and open these up. And again, it's going to be for members. So if you are not a member, please consider joining so we can open up these together. And if you are a member, you know, we're getting excited because we're going to be able to do that on Saturday. So it's going to be a lot of fun to open these up and go through these. And so, you know, no worries. It's going to be, you know, just really light and really just kind of showing all the things that are going around. I never heard of this before. Oh, really? Cindy? Oh my gosh. Well, the box is amazing. I mean, some of the items, I can kind of show you some of the stuff that we've gotten in the past, and it's kind of a big box. So let me see how I'm going to do this here. The box kind of takes up the whole table here, as you can see. So it is a very big box, yes. And inside the box, they individually wrap for every day of the month. And so you open up each day's worth, and they're all labeled with day 1 and day 2. And so every one, you will open it up. They have a little video. She's got a little message for you. Sometimes there's a tutorial that goes along with it. So maybe one day you'll get like the fabric, and then the next day you'll get the pattern, or you'll get a template, or you'll get something that goes along with it. And so every single box has a whole bunch of projects that you can work on, and they're pretty neat because you really, it's a lot of fun to kind of open it up every day. It's like having Christmas morning, right? You got to reveal what you've got. And then on top of that, you can go to, you have their Facebook group and stuff where people share. Once they finish the projects, they share them, and you see how everyone's project turned out. So everyone will pick different things, because sometimes they give you everything to do the project, and then sometimes they give you a little bit of flexibility to kind of use some of your fabrics from your stash. So yeah, they are all sold out. So when did oh, they sold out already? My gosh. Yeah, they've been promoting for a while now. I actually pre-ordered my box, oh gosh, months ago. It must have been when they usually will come out with a pre-order, and you get it for just a slightly cheaper price if you get the pre-order. And gosh, it was sometime in the spring, I think it was. And that's usually when I order it. And so then I kind of forget about it until it finally comes in. And then it's kind of like a surprise that I got it. But, oh, sorry about that. I know that they've been promoting that they still had. And then I guess now they're sold out. So, yeah. But they're a lot of fun. And you can open it with me. We can see what they have. Sometimes there are, you know, great things in here. And sometimes not so great. But we still have fun and putting it all together. And sometimes it's kind of like, what is this? And it's not until you see the video that you understand what it is that they're giving you. So it's kind of a fun little surprise box that you can do. And I'm hoping that one day we can have our own little Christmas surprise boxes that we can do together with you guys. And I think it's just a great opportunity to kind of, you know, do things together and, you know, open them up and just have some fun, right? You might get some zonks, right? You participated last year and did open it during Miss Nancy. Oh, yes, Jenny. Yeah, Jenny was a part of that. We have a lot of fun putting it together, you know, and just opening up the gifts and then trying to figure out what we have to do and all of that stuff. So it's just fun. Just even if you don't have the box, it's just fun to watch and seeing, you know, the reactions and what people make. And it's not like it's not available. They do have, sometimes they put some very limited edition type things, but most of their stuff you can purchase online at their store. You could find it at Amazon or whatnot. So, you know, you just got to kind of look to see what they give every year. So it's a little different every year. You received yours yesterday. It's already under my tree. Excited to start opening. Yeah, JVL. I think a lot of people have been posting that they received it. I actually got it a while back. And then I said, you know, I've kept it kind of out of the way because it's just such a big box. I don't have a lot of space in here. So I decided to bring it in today to let you guys know that we're going to be doing the videos for that in December. So it's going to be a lot of fun doing these on Saturdays. So let's see. Judy sent a message. She can't wait either. Yeah, a lot of people can't wait, you know, to open these. They're just a lot of fun, and we have a lot of fun doing it. So some of the stuff, let me see if I can turn around here and see. Here's a couple of items that we've gotten. This is over the years. I don't remember if this was last year, the year before. We have, besides like fabrics and notions and things, there's other fun things that they put in the box too. So we had the little sewing machine here. Let me see if I can, let me bring this over to the desk cam because I've got this huge box in my way and you guys can take a look at what it is. So this is like a little Lego type of sewing machine that you put together. So there are all kinds of fun little things as well. It's not just 100% sewing and quilting type of thing, but a little sewing machine Lego pieces that you put together. That was just one little gift, you know, that you opened up, and this was fun putting it together, and had a lot of fun with this one because there were a ton of little pieces. And it was kind of funny because then some people couldn't figure out how to put it together. And you saw all the different pictures of the different sewing machines. The things were kind of all wonky. And then some people were a little creative and they would put Chuck the Duck in different areas, or they would change things around. So I thought that was hilarious as well. So we just have a good time. You can see the little sewing foot on there. But we have a lot of fun with these little items. Other things you get like notions. So we've got, of course, a little thread cutter here. You had to put in your own blade, but you know, very nice little handy thing that you can get and you just kind of put on the side so that you can cut your threads as you're doing your sewing here. Another item here, this was a nice little container. Looks like a little iron, right? And when you open it up, there's all kinds of goodies inside. And we've got all kinds of things here, embellishments and all kinds of stuff. Matter of fact, some of these embellishments you can probably use for the Giving Tree. You've got the little bells, right? We've got little light bulbs here. That would be really cute to put on the tree, some rhinestones and whatnot. There's ribbons, all kinds of little things that you can kind of use for all kinds of different projects. So they give you nice little things here and there that you can use that you wouldn't think of purchasing outside of that. So you've got that, you know, nice little things like that, and fabrics and patterns and templates. There was one year where they had like a little sweater template and people were going crazy with that one, and it was so much fun. I think it's neat that you do a week at a time. Yeah, I don't like it when someone spoils the fun and reveals what's in the whole box as soon as they receive it. Yeah, and you know, I think people are getting a little bit better with that because when they first started these boxes, like you've seen videos all over the place. People were just displaying everything on there. And it kind of spoils the fun for everyone. So I like to wait. And I know you can do it every day, but I'm not going to post videos every single day. I like to wait for the whole week. That way I have a bunch of things to open and we like to do things together. And sometimes we have enough of everything to do the project together and share our experiences and stuff. So it's just a lot of fun, and you'll see the reactions because sometimes it's kind of like they're good things. And then other times it's kind of like a, what is this? type of thing. And I hold off. I don't see any of the videos or anything yet until after I've opened it with you guys. So sometimes I may not even understand what's going on or what this is. So some people may know more than me if they've gone ahead and watched the videos. So I think it's just fun to do. It's just one of those things we like to do together, and it's really just having a good time. That's all it is. And then you can kind of share gifts with other people as well, right? Maybe there's something that you're not really into, you don't use, and so you can kind of give it to someone who will actually use it. So let's see. We also price. Oh yes, last year what I did was I also priced the items that were in the box to see if it was worth it. And I'll probably do something like that again this year. What we did, and I probably still have my notebook with all the items that we had. You know, the box cost a certain amount, but then with all the things that you get inside, I'd like to see, is it really worth it, or could I just have bought all of this stuff on my own somewhere else. And so I like to do that little cost comparison to see. And last year we got a pretty good deal. All of the things that were in the box actually would have cost us a lot more if we had bought it off to the side on ourselves. So so I like to kind of show that and see, and that'll give you the opportunity, if you don't have the box, where you can purchase it, because then I kind of look around to find if I can find it, you know, I will let you know where you can find it and how much it is. But if it's something that's limited edition, I'll try to find something very similar and close to it. So definitely, you know, you can do that as well. What are some of the other Advent boxes, Tina is asking? I know Missouri Star has this one. I've seen all kinds of other Advent boxes from different companies. These are just my favorite. Missouri Star is my favorite one because the quality is really good. I know Fat Quarter Shop, I think, has an Advent box as well. Trying to think of some of the others. If you do knitting, Sidar has a great little project, and I think this year they were trying to do an Advent box. Not sure if that launched or not. I was not going to get it this year. I still have the one from last year that I didn't even get to do. So yeah, maybe my girlfriend's quilt shop might have something out there, but you'll have to kind of look around. I don't really know offhand all of the ones that are out there. I just know that this one is my favorite, and this is the one that I kind of trust the most to really have a good time with, because they put a lot of effort into it. It's not just the products that you get in the box, it's the videos that come with it, the tutorials as well, and the interaction that we have. So I haven't been disappointed on the box. If you really truly love quilting, this is definitely a fun box to have. Okay, so that is just some of the things that are coming up on the channel. And again, for members, we're definitely going to have fun with that. I'll be embroidering some stuff to kind of embellish this giving tree that we finished up. And then next week we're going to be working on the Santa, and I'd like to do a little embroidery project on some Christmas stuff that's coming up. There's a couple projects that I want to do, and I thought they would be fun if we would do it together. So I'm going to go through my fabric stash, see if I can get some fabrics ready, and then I'll do some testing over the weekend, and we'll be able to kind of launch that for next week. So I hope that we have a lot of fun with that, and hopefully you guys can join me with that. Okay, so if there's anything that you guys want to do, because I know now we're really getting into the season, right? We've got Christmas coming, we've got Thanksgiving coming, there's a lot of things going on. I would like to get a decoupage project in, and I'd like to work on that pretty soon to get that ready for Thanksgiving. That's another couple videos that I have out there on decoupage and doing that for your holiday decor. And so I wanted to kind of bring something in for that as well. So these are all kind of the projects that will be coming up pretty soon and coming into play during the week. So we'll try to get those in. But if you have ideas on what you would like to see on the channel, please email me, throw in a comment, throw it into the chat, whatever's easier for you. We have forms out there that you guys can fill out as well. But just let us know if there's a specific technique or something that you want to see on the channel. Now's the time to just kind of let me know so I can kind of work it into the schedule, because we don't have too much time between now and the end of the year, and I want to make sure that we get that out to you guys. Okay. Let's see. Marina says, I want to make that new long Christmas tree wall hanging from Juju. Okay. Is that an embroidery? I believe that's maybe an embroidery project. That's something certainly we can do together as well. So let me know. Yeah, let's make some ornaments. Well, I'm glad you said that. So Teeny Talkie Tina Tiny Talkie Tina, we're actually going to be doing an ornament pretty soon, and I think it's going to be special, at least very special to me. And I'm just still working the final details to get the final product done, and I can show you guys so that I can make another one with you guys and know what techniques to teach you. So I to kind of make it myself first, just to see where the pain points are, so I can make sure that you guys don't have those same pain points. So let me know. Yeah, you notice my board is covering up the window. Yes, I did put my board back up there. Was able to recover it all, but yeah, that was a little bit of a mission. Alrighty, guys, we are at the end of our hour. Thank you all so much for your support, and I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Don't forget to support all the YouTuber content creators that are out there. They work really hard to get information out to you. Again, I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend, and I hope to be crafting with you soon. Bye, everyone.
Nancy with GiftsHQ makes crafting videos, creating with passion and a love for what she sews. Crochet, quilting, and sewing, crafting is what she knows. Making smiles one craft at a time. Your talent will grow with every stitch and every thread she weaves her art. Her hands create something special straight from the heart. And as the colors come alive, the joy spreads near and far. Nancy and her gifted crafters shine like bright stars. She's Nancy with GiftsHQ, the queen of crafting.